student athletes, and end with questions for Coach. So whenever you're ready.
Thank you. And first of all, thank you to Arkansas, the NCAA. I know there's a lot of people behind the scenes like you and everybody else that, with the pit crew that makes an event like this go off like it has. So we appreciate that. The game plan today was to get a strong open against Jasmine. I thought she did that for us. And I think for us, I'm incredibly proud. First, I want to talk about these three seniors before I talk about the game. I'm going to miss them, not for what only they've done. They've gotten us, they've been the gold standard and they've gotten us back to back to back postseason play, but who they've become as women. And we set out this year to be a super group, and the R of that acronym was to punch it to regionals. And then obviously we wanted to be supers, right? And punch the S. But I'm proud of everything that they've accomplished on the field, but I'm more proud of who they are as women. And so today, I think we didn't do the job early in game one with our sticks. We got the dub, but we needed to get our sticks fired up so we could have given a little bit more in the tank for Bree. I think was close to 140 pitches pitched in game one. And I felt like we were a little bit tired and lethargic coming out. And I cannot emphasize enough how hard this group fought. It looked like it was just going to be a steamroll. It's going to be a quick 5 innings. And boy, did we fight. And we never stopped fighting. We picked ourselves up off the mat and we continued to throw punches. And so I'm proud of this group. And I'm proud that they'll be Hoosiers for life.
Questions for the student athletes? You can go ahead.
Yeah, if you all just take time to answer just what's it meant wearing that Indiana uniform.
I mean, being from Bloomington, it's been awesome. With some of my best friends and a great coaching staff. It's been a lot of great memories, and like I said, it's great to rep your hometown. So it's been awesome.
It's been great. I mean, as an out-of-state kid, I never imagined playing at this level, not a day in my life, and it's been an opportunity of a lifetime to be able to rep this script every day and just play ball.
I'm also from Indy, so being able to play close to home has meant everything. Seeing my family and friends in the stands for majority of my games here at IU. Being able to play for Coach Dan the past 4 years. I've learned a lot of life lessons that I'll take with me. And it's been a privilege for sure, being able to play with them too.
Coach mentioned getting to take the program to 3 straight regionals. Just what do you think y'all did to raise, I guess, the standard for Indiana softball moving forward?
I think we've set the standard to be competitive no matter, like tonight, no matter what the score is. Some teams fold over and it's a 5-inning game, and we came back and scored 6 more runs and could have punched in more too. So I think just our hard work, we always compete, and just a bunch of ballers.
I hope something that the younger kids learn from us is I think all 3 of us have a really big heart for the game, and we fought and we put in the work each and every week, every single day. And we weren't perfect. Nobody's perfect, obviously. And so I hope they take that from us, and they know how much we wanted it, and they work towards that next year, and they remember this feeling for next year.
I think just to bounce off like Taylor, the fight. I mean, fight for winning, fight for relationships. I mean, fight for your teammates in and out every day. I mean, you never know what people are going through. So just being nice to them and just going out there playing the ball, just getting that chance with them. Because, some people, this is all they have. And just being their teammate has been, these 2 teammates, it's just been a blessing in disguise for me.
Really, for any of you guys who want to answer it, the youth of your guys' team has kind of been a topic that's been discussed. What do you kind of hope that the younger players that you guys have on the roster have taken away from this experience?
I think that we can compete with anybody. Like we have a bunch of young infielders, and for them to get the experience they got this weekend, it's going to be huge for them in the next couple of years. It's not going to be a shock to see them, like I said, every regional and hopefully past that. So I think the experience that they got this weekend will help the team tremendously.
I also think back to when we were freshmen and people were saying, you guys have a young team. Like, we had a young team our freshman and sophomore year, and so I think them getting this experience will set them up for years to come.
Experience will help them in the long run for sure. I mean, it helped me sophomore, junior to now senior. You understand what to do and you know the standard. So that experience is great.
Thank you.
Ethan, go ahead.
Yeah, you look around the nation and there's a lot of senior classes that, you know, it's about a lot of people that came in and got brought together later in their careers with the portal, but this is a group that clearly it meant a lot to them to just build this. What do they mean to you? Just to see how much your program has meant to them.
They gave everything. They gave everything to Indiana. They gave everything to each other. And they fought and fought till the very last pitch. And you know what I love is, when you look at the success that we've had, it's never a straight shot, right? There's so many ups and downs, and there's so many hard times and so many good times, and there's everything in between. And that's what it's about when you have a team. We'll never have Team 52 again, and I'll never get to watch these kids play ever again. But I know when they get their first big job or they go through a hard time or they're not doing well, they know we're in their corner. And they know that when they come back, they're going to come back with so many great memories that have been turned into moments. Sure, they have all the accolades. They've been rewriting the history books, and we don't do what we do if those three don't stay the course. A lot of times in this, NIL portal day, it's tough to have your key contributors stick around like they have, and they've done it, and they've done it together. We've told them all year they're a super group. And that's, having self-discipline, Ubuntu, doing it together. They did that, having passion, extreme ownership. They've taken that. And then the R was punching the ticket at regionals. And our expectation was to get to Championship Sunday and have a shot. They went hard after it. And sometimes it just doesn't, bounce your way. And hats off to Oklahoma State. Congratulations to them. And congratulations to Arkansas tomorrow playing. We wish both of those teams the best this weekend out of this regional. But I couldn't be any more proud of them. And I'm so proud to be their coach. And I'm thankful for the lessons that they have taught me. And I'm thankful that I get to do life with them and that forever they're part of my family and a part of my program.
Taylor specifically, what made her such a special player to coach? I mean, she had a fantastic regional.
Well, I talked to all three of them briefly when we were huddled up. She's an emotional player, even though she plays it so calm and so cool and collected all the time, because that's a kid, 0-2, 1-2, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the pitcher, what jersey she's in. She looks so calm and cool and collected, but there's a lot of deep inner emotion that she plays with. She plays with so much heart. And so I'll never forget that. I'll never forget seeing her up the plate in that calmness, knowing that there's a deepness. You want to win deep. You don't want to win shallow. And that kid knows how to win deep. You look at Kinsey and the toughness that kid has. She's battled back from so many key injuries. She's fiery and feisty. And I hope she leaves that to our younger kids, because in this day and age, it's tough to be tough. And she does it, and she does it so well. And then Bree, man, everybody believes in Bree so much, and I want her to continue to bet on herself, because she has so much joy that she has to offer, and she has offered so much joy to our program. And you talk about a kid just laying it all on the line on both sides of the ball. I'm proud of that inner joy that she has, and I want that to shine bright and for other people to see that. So I'm thankful for who they are as humans and those qualities that they bring to the table. Boy, I'm going to miss them.
You spoke on it a little bit earlier, but to get behind as big as y'all did and then have that inning where you stayed alive and pieced stuff together. What was the vibes like then, and like what character of the team came out in that moment to keep the game going?
We kept throwing punches. We picked ourselves off the mat, right? And, you do the impossible by doing the possible. And so it was just pass the bat, do what we do well. You can't win it all with one swing of the bat. And our kids, I haven't had a chance to look at the box score yet. But boy, did we have some young kids step up, right? When you have the veterans like that show the way, right? And then you have these young kids that are contributing at a really high level. I mean, up and down the lineup, those kids were getting it done. And then on the mound, when it's tough out there, when you're down big, And it seems like they're just swinging free for our kids to continue to fight out there. I was super proud, whether it's throwing, Jasmine out there giving us the start, Hess going out there, Janae, the way she buckled in, and gave us a shot to keep it close as our sticks continued to fight. So, even though we've got those senior kids that have led the way, you can't talk about this team if you don't talk about like an Avery Parker and an Allie Van Brandt, and the things that they have done. You talk about consistency as well. Avery is one of the toughest kids around. So that's going to help us maintain consistency because we've got those seniors and then we've got these young kids. It's like, man, you want to be a part of a program that is relational, that is developmental, that wants to win at a really high level, get a premier education, and do things you've never dreamed of. Then Indiana is a special place. And, I say bring it, because we got special kids on this roster. And, sky's the limit.
Thank you, Coach, for the time.
Thank you.